afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Yetis and the Tycoons. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup.
Now,
two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next.
Canada Tycoons.
Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it two really strong starts.
And now here is Donovan Casey, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, Donovan Casey.
Now here's the first offering. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
First pitch, 105.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, Garcia.
Now one down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next, it'll be Lorenzo Cain. Now the first pitch. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
2 out, nobody on. And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Comes set with the 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Lifetime in this matchup. He's just 1 for 6. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Bouncer to the left side. And that's the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Woodruff is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Trout stands at second with 2 gone. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 2-out double, left stranded. An inning in the books. No score on the show. second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Narvaez.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fouled off. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Once again, a 3-2. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So next to bat will be Daniel Vogelback. Now here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here he comes on 2-0.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
A runner at first with no outs here. To 2-2 now. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. No score here as we play inning number 2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Now the 2-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First pitch on its way. Brandon Woodruff is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
And he misses again, 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Urias is off at first with 2 away. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. That's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff. He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Next, here is Donovan Casey. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Ready with the 0-1. Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
He set the payoff pitch. Count remains full. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Real Muto moving to his left. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fouled off. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Too high, ball 3. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And in steps Manny Machado as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Realmuto, base runner at first with 1 out. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting it.
2 down with a runner at first, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. down the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Lorenzo Cain. Now here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
To the plate now, Keston Hiura. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now the 1-0.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hit in the air to right field. Heading after it is Judge. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. First delivery to him, and that misses inside. 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 1 down, no one aboard. And into bat is Trey Turner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. And stepping in, Daniel Vogelback as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Daniel Vogelback.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. One and one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And now a pitch on the way. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Luis Urias.
Phil Bickford will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring. Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring Luis Urias to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. 2 out, nobody on. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Three and 0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
This one catches the inside corner for strike one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Calgary leads this one 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mike Trout.
The center fielder, Mike.
Now here's the first offering. In there for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. First pitch on its way. That's inside. 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 2-1 home. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Lifted in the air to center field. Kane is under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Colton Wong will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And it's fouled away. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Next up is Donovan Casey. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Now the 0-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Wong aboard here at first with nobody out. Misses, ball 2. And that's taken high for a ball that's full now, 3-2.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
And he struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1. Relay to Freddie, double play, and that'll end the inning. Eric Lauer is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring. Now it'll be JT Realmuto. His career numbers against this pitcher. He's 1 for 5.
Realmuto.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Cutter low. 1-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now here it comes. Line drive to left. Casey has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2-0 count, and the pitch. High and away, not close. 3-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Now the 3-0 offering. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
Trevor Story steps in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. And there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Ronald Acuna will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Story, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missing here, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
2-0 pitch on the way.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
He's set, and the 3-0 offering is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing the fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. Here now is Trey Turner, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And with it, they've left in front now 3-1.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Luis Perdomo is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring. So next up will be Freddie Freeman.
First baseman.
This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped to third. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 5 innings complete. The Tycoons are out in front 4-1. Julio Urias takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching, Julio Urias.
In now is Lorenzo Cain.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Keston Hiura, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Trout. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the catcher,
from the stretch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now a pitch on the way to short. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich.
leading off for the Tycoon, the left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yelich. 1-0.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, right
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So a runner stands at third. One man is out. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 5-1. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Realmuto, the runner at second with one away. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's the 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
So
The second
stepping
baseman.
in is Trevor Story. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. The Tycoons lead this one 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Garrett Clevenger will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Mookie Betts will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Tyrone Taylor is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting. Third baseman, Travis Shaw.
And now Travis Shaw. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-0. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And that is off the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
At the plate, Luis Urias, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He bounced out last time up. That's wide, 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taken.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-run count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
Manny Pena is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. a strike.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Fouled away. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
One there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Canada is on top here, 5-1. Alec Bettinger gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Alec Bettinger.
Number 12 is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Betts.
Now the pitch.
1-0.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
And he fouls this one off. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
George Springer steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Up and the 0-1. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. He's got it, and there's out number 2. Giancarlo Stanton will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Giancarlo Stanton. Now playing first base. Number 30. Giancarlo.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Liner toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Yasmani Grandal is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Francisco Lindor is also into the game as he takes over at short. Number 33 is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
The left fielder, number 33.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Willie Adames will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Adames, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 0-1 pitch. Misses for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 2. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Jace Peterson gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. First delivery to him. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yelich is under it, and that will end the inning. Number 33 takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. Willie Adames stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Trevor Richards is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Jackie Bradley Jr. will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up Mike Trout.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
First offering. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the pitch.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Here comes the 1-2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Derek Fisher is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Matt Beatty steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with one gone in the inning. First pitch of the AB now. Ball one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 home. Hard hit toward the hole. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Zach McKinstry will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the bases empty.
Number 8, McKinstry.
He's set. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Matt Beatty will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Zach McKinstry will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Brusdar Graterol comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Daniel Robertson is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Now the first pitch. This one skied out toward right. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. At the plate now is Omar Narvaez. No hits to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, number 12. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Narvaez leads off first with one away. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are two aboard now.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten two runners on. They're down 4. Grand Slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Liam Hendricks answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Next to stand in is Travis Shaw, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
This one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
First and second now, one man out. 2-2 now.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
The 2-2 is in off the plate. Luis Urias, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box now, Luis Urias. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Tycoons used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Phil Bickford is credited with the win. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.